Yo, oncers, it's that time again. Time for another Once Upon a Time review. If you haven't seen this week's episode, I recommend you go and watch it on watchabc.com before you watch this video because, as always, I will be spoiling things. So let's just get into it. This episode was largely Zelena-centric. We had a couple of smatterings of the Charmings trying to figure out Emma and Hook's wedding plans. We find out that Snow's been planning this for like ever. But other than that, it's mostly Zelena and her relationships, exploring her relationships with Regina a little bit and with other people. And we get some exposition from her past. Come to find out she was actually friends with the guy who becomes the Tin Man. So that was actually really interesting to see. I feel like they did a lot of really good character development for Zelena in this episode, which was refreshing and kind of surprising, actually. We get her hubris is up, and she wants to prove that she's stronger than her sister and that she can take on the Black Fairy, and inadvertently ends up helping her unintentionally. By turning a bunch of the light magic crystals into dark magic crystals, all because her powers are sort of unrefined, they're chaotic. And I liked how they tied in the plot device of the episode, which is the Crimson Heart, and that Zelena made the decision to give up her powers in order to deal a blow to the Dark Fairy. I felt like that was really good. I was really impressed with the character development that they gave Zelena in this episode, and for that, that's mostly what happened. It's just filling out her character a little bit more. One thing I didn't like was the fact that Regina is always quick to blame Zelena. Even if it is Zelena's fault at times, she's just very, very quick to blame her for things going bad, which I feel it makes me feel kind of sad for Zelena. But she, of course, did all of this against Regina's wishes, and Regina had good reason for telling her not to do certain things, but at the same time, it just becomes a blame game, and I don't really like that side of Regina. When she's constantly blaming Zelena for everything that goes wrong, even if it is her fault, it's just the quick to blame is just not. It's not very. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but there's that. So we get to the end of the episode, and Zelena has given up her magic to sap the dark magic from the crystals, and they use one of the light crystals to bring back Blue. Her heart's beating again, and the Black Fairy is now shitting kittens because apparently not only does Blue have half of the wand that banished her in the first place, but apparently Blue knows her darkest secret, why she gave up Rumple, and it's something that she doesn't want Rumple to know. So we get to look forward to the next episode. I've heard that one of the next episodes is going to be a musical episode. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess we'll just have to watch it and see. But this episode, I'm going to give an A- to because of all the character development Zelena got. And it was very, very rich with that. So, yeah. An A-, good episode overall. I want to know what you guys think. Did you enjoy this episode? Leave me a comment down below. I love talking about my favorite show. If you liked this review, go ahead and click that little red button down there that says subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And then the little bell next to it so you know whenever I post a video on my channel. With that, you can click here to check out my Season 1 of Iron Fist review, and you can click here to see my Harry Potter and the Cursed Child review, and then you can click here to catch my latest Harry Potter theory video, Did Dumbledore Fix Hagrid's Wand? It was a pretty good one. And with that, see you next week. Later, Oncers.